This is NewsBreak26 in southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Concerns over safety have some St. Stephen residents searching for their own answers. For more on this, here is CHCO's Nathalie Sturgeon.
A community survey from St. Stephen showed about 78% of more than 200 respondents felt scared or threatened in their community. It is a result of ongoing crime issues, some of which have been linked to vacant properties from an alleged absentee landlord from Alberta.
A lot of residents have spent quite a lot of money on putting like security cameras, additional lighting, and getting dogs. And also, when you read some of the comments that came back with the surveys, the written comments, they have baseball bats, at their back doors now, which they never did before.
79% felt their quality of life had suffered. Another 88% knew seniors who felt unsafe or threatened. 80% had encountered discarded drug paraphernalia.
A lot of residents that have had issues in these neighborhoods, and a lot of them in areas where Starshine Properties had buildings and still own buildings. Some are closed up, some are still open with squatters in them.
At least 2 properties have been the subject of the Safer Communities and Neighborhood Act. Steve Morgan lives across from one of them.
Well, there was a lot of coming and going. There's a lot of illegal activity that was going on. The police were there every single day, and it was a huge waste of resources for emergency services.
All of that was confirmed in an affidavit submitted by a peace officer during an investigation of 16 Scudic and obtained by CHCO-TV, which showed evidence of drug making and illegal activity. That property was seized and boarded up by the Department of Justice and Public Safety.
Well, it's had a huge impact on the community, actually, because when you have a negligent landowner who's just most times aren't even collecting the rents where people are living there, I was suspicious when I first heard about the whole situation, because who would buy that number of properties sight unseen and then run a business model like that? It just doesn't make any sense, and the RCMP, they do the best they can.
In the month of May, RCMP reported 21 calls to 16 Scudic. 57% of respondents said they have called the RCMP, with the vast majority of those making more than one call, and 19% say they called more than 10 times. In general, the creators of the survey say they hope it will create change among those sitting in the council chamber.
St. Stephen's a beautiful town. It's a town worth fighting for, but if the town council isn't going to be proactive and they're going to bog themselves down in procedures, then how are we going to get to the end of this?
Mayor Alan McEachern says he was surprised by the survey. He says council is working diligently to ensure that residents in the municipal district feel safe.
We are working on the issues, that everyone's not talking about. These things take time. That's to roll out, depending on what it is. It's more, a lot of it has to do with housing. We're getting there on these things.
McEachern says a few of the delinquent properties at the center of some of the issues in St. Stephen are up for mortgage sale. He hopes they'll be fixed to create housing. In the end, he says the new Liberal government is moving quickly on certain issues that may help alleviate pressure on the town. Nathalie Sturgeon, CHCO-TV, St. Stephen.
Thanks, Nathalie. RCMP have arrested a 40-year-old man from St. Stephen after a disturbance on Rose Street. The incident occurred on November 16th when the man allegedly yelled threats outside a home. The man has since been released on strict conditions, including having no contact with the victims. He is under investigation for hate-motivated behavior. RCMP urged victims to report similar incidents. CHCO will continue to follow this story. Finally, acclaimed East Coast musician Lennie Gallant is bringing his Christmas tour to St. Andrews this holiday season at Sir James Dunn Academy on Thursday, November 28th, beginning at 7 p.m. The show will feature original Christmas songs and holiday stories, all the while supporting a great cause, with some of the proceeds going to the SJDA Student Leadership Program.
This concert is just a great opportunity for the community to come together and celebrate Christmas. Lennie Gallant, we snagged him on his Christmas tour. He's going to play Christmas songs of his own, maybe some covers, really engage the crowd like he always does. He's a great performer.
Visit lenniegallant.com for more information or to buy tickets. You can also buy tickets at the door. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow me, Vicki Hogarth, on Facebook and visit CHCO and the Courier online at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.